The city airport director was clearly on the hot seat.
We're not talking about what Channel 7 did. I'm asking you how much money was made. You can't give me a straight
That was not even an issue relative to the court.
You know what? I have to say.
You don't want to receive the answer to the question you asked. I mean, none of this.
I asked you a question and you're not giving me a straight answer.
The 4-member city council committee wanted answers from Kwame Kilpatrick appointee Delbert Brown, who's been director of the city's Coleman A. Young Airport since 2003. They were upset about an audit that shows Brown failed to properly keep the books and explain a long list of discrepancies that show tenants using space at the airport without leases, failed monitoring of contracts that leave a, quote, high risk of an undetected theft of city funds, unquote. And the shocking fact that despite records that show some $100,500 in the bank from airplane owner deposits, the actual balance in the bank is only $1,005. Brown said the Channel 7 report on the issue was overblown.
And you're sitting here dismissing a discrepancy of $100,000 as if it's nothing, and you're saying, oh, that's overblown, that's misstated, in a city with a huge deficit?
And then there is Brown's decision, at Kilpatrick's direction, to allow a high school friend of the former mayor to install 2 state-of-the-art tennis courts, golf, and an archery range in one of the bays that should have stored airplanes for a substantial fee. Council wanted to know if the space was ever paid for.
Okay, so was any revenue made from any of those programs?
And the intent was not to generate revenue. It was to
So the answer is no.
Kids. No.
We're bringing children on city property that's not necessarily designated for recreation, having a tennis court, a golf range, and we could have been sued big time had something happened to those children on that property.
When the scolding session was over, members present wanted the world to know until Delbert Brown is fired, they will not approve city airport contracts.
I think there needs to be a change in leadership at the airport, and I think the findings of that audit clearly show that. It's nothing personal, it's business. Frankly, I think that's a business decision that the mayor needs to make.
He's been on the job since 2003, and his excuses, and that's exactly what they were excuses were not up to any type of satisfactory.
Obviously, we can't account for dollars out at that airport, and there needs to be an immediate change in leadership at the airport.
Mayor Dave Bing has chosen Terry King, his group executive for transportation, to apparently oversee the city airport operations until a permanent director is in fact appointed. Now, King is faced with a host of issues at this point, some that must be addressed fairly quickly, in fact, in the next 48 hours or so. First on the list, what company is ready to step in and take over as the fixed base operator, the FBO that essentially runs many of the operations at the airport? The company known as Signature has decided not to extend the 5-year contract with that company that ends as early as tomorrow.